Assalamualaikum. Over the last few weeks we've been doing stuff around values, community, we've been looking at grooming, we've been looking at gangs, county lines, all that type of stuff. But it all ties into what we're doing tonight, and that is knife crime, right? And this is really, really serious, because no family or community should suffer the loss of a person in their family to knife crime. Back in December, Trillz was running with West End Football Club some charity work, and the mosque kindly helped Trillz out and by allowing us to use their space, and we collected Christmas presents which went out into the community, and we raised over £11,000 worth of presents that went out to around the local community. So that was the start of the relationship with the mosque, and I told them about some of the work that Trillz do, and they kindly invited me to come in here and support the young people around child criminal exploitation and knife crime. It's fair to say that I've had an absolutely fantastic time. The mosque has been remarkably welcoming, as have the young people, and it's just been a great experience for myself. To being a member of a gang, sometimes you've got to prove your allegiance to that gang, and you've got to do things that you might not want to do, because they've got a knife and they're controlling you, they'll tell you, and you've got to carry it out. I'll leave it to your imaginations, some of the things that might go on, but it ain't very good.
If you get caught and you don't know that you had a knife and you need evidence from a family member saying that you didn't have a knife on you before you went out. So
I've learned how people get trapped into gangs. So they first are in debt, say $50, and then a person comes oh, you can just give this to someone else and I'll do the debt for you. But then the gang leader, he's told someone else to steal it, so now you're in more debt, and it happens as many times, and now you're in a lot of debt, and now they have made you part of their gang. Because
I've learned that you shouldn't trust the gang members, and they can take advantage of you for who you are.
So I've learned, if you carry a knife, it can ruin your life, isn't it?
It's been an excellent few weeks with the boys. They've learnt a lot, especially the time you started. There was a bit of knife crime going on in the area, so it's a great way to start, because it was a way for them to kind of take what they're seeing and what they're hearing, come into the mosque, and then learn about the goods and the bads. The sad thing is we have to talk about these topics, but it's important that we do, and it's thanks to Trillz that we've been able to do that. It's been an excellent partnership up until now, and I hope that it continues in many ways.
The young lady at the back says, keep the knife in, do not remove the knife, because what's going to happen if we remove the knife? Right. Now, the next thing we do, if the knife's been removed and it's pumping out like mad, is if it's in your arm, do you think if your arm's like that, do you think it's going to slow the bleeding down? No. Where do you think your arm should be? Right. However, if we just put it up in there and we haven't done anything to it, what's going to happen? Boom, 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 it's going to be splitting out, yeah? So, if you're wearing clothing and somebody's got a t-shirt, wrap the t-shirt round it really hard, below the wound, yeah? Put lots of pressure on it. Get the person too who was injured to hold it up and put pressure on it too, okay? Yeah, that gives them something to do, and what's that do? It distracts them.